back. The time is now.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome to NUFC Talk. We are live with the instant match reaction. Newcastle United gives up points again in Germany. Like clockwork. I mean, it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. You can call us right now if you want to. And 0191-916-8864. Call us now and have your say. This is the channel for the fans, by the fans. But all the same old sayings the old channel say, you know. Anyway. To be honest, I don't have the energy, man. I don't. What I will say is I didn't have any issues with the lineup. Didn't have any issues with the lineup whatsoever. But I did say the criticism will be about in-game management, but also we'll say about Gordon. I understand Gordon on the left. You want to try Barnes on the right, but if you're missing out throughout the game, if you're missing that lethal player, why not just switch them and put Barnes, your best player right now, where he's supposed to be, and then try Gordon on the right and tell him cross balls, use your technique to do that. And do it like that, but listen. I literally last game was the game where I was bored. I couldn't believe I was bored in a 2-0 win or 2-1 win, and now this is one of the few matches that I just want to cry. Like I'm telling you, man, I have a knot on my throat because I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand why. And again, I don't know what the solution is. I don't know. I don't have a clue. Mighty Win, you're right. I ain't got a clue. There you go, mate.
Proves that we're wankers.
Yeah, I ain't got a clue, mate. I ain't got a clue. I don't know nothing. I'm from Barcelona. I know nothing. That's it. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to bring in. I don't know what's the fix. I just don't have any. I don't have a clue. I don't. So, what's your take, Gary? I mean, what do you think? And call us, please.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'm going to have to say is we were unlucky because, I mean, there was two great shots that come in off the inside of the post. I mean, this could have ended up 4-2. We would have been probably a little bit different ending up at 4-2. But, you know, we looked a little bit scared the first half. I'm going to have to say scared because, again, you know, you're talking about what the gaffer says literally and not risking. And again, we just don't have enough bodies committing to the cause. You've got, you know, two wide players with Harvey Barnes and Gordon. Both did a good job, I thought. You know, did okay. I wasn't enamored by Harvey Barnes, but I didn't think he had a bad game. Anthony Gordon, I thought was probably man of the match. Again, I didn't think he had a bad game at all. He did try and test their back line on a number of occasions, and again, dug out a lovely left-footed cross for Miley. But again, I have to question our midfield, and I keep saying it. We look at times we're not sure of what the formation is. We don't really know what to do when we've not got the ball. And again, you know, you talk about static players. If you're static, you're not involved in the game. You've got to be moving. We just didn't commit enough bodies forward in the first half. Second half, I thought we were better. And after the substitution, Charlton going off and Bruno going over to the left-hand side, opened up so many different avenues. But again, you know, you go and get the right game, you get a goal, you get the right result, and what do we go? Negative. Just total negative. And then you've got two passing lanes that aren't working well. You've got your defenders and the midfielders all literally crowded inside the box. And it just allows, you know, somebody like Grimaldi, who'd coming off the left-hand side, he's playing left wing back, come and plays in the central role, goes towards the ball, you know, and it's a simple ball. He steps over. Tonali watches the ball go past him. Then there's a run-off. Tonali stands still, you know, jogging back towards the penalty area. There's two players then somebody's got to try and mark. So Hall comes in from the outside because he's got player on the outside. Then you've got, I don't know whether it was Byrne who's trying to dive in towards the end. But by that time, it's too late. It's a simple ball through into the channel for Grimaldi to run onto. And that is only given because you're allowing them to play football in front of you. If you step up and I'm not saying you shouldn't defend, but there's no need to defend on the 6-yard box because there's two problems. You allow them balls in dangerous spaces where they can hit the ball, they can have a shot from 20 yards. We've all seen it before. Too many players in the box, keeper can't see it, gets blinded. I mean, Balky says that he thought Ramsdale was questionable in their second goal. When you've got, through on that, it's a shot at goal. If you save it, then fair play to you. But on percentages, most keepers get caught out with them ones because you try and make yourself big and it goes between your legs. So I'm not blaming Ramsdale for that. But Ramsdale, again, didn't fill me with confidence with some of the stuff. There was a couple of chances in the box the ball come into. We looked, again, defensively all over the shop. I'm not sure what our attacking coach has been doing on these set pieces because, again, how many balls were just given straight back to Leverkusen from corner kicks. We look as though we're void of any idea rather than just committing a body to the back post and keeping him there like they did when they got that lucky goal with the deflection off Bruno. As much as I really want to, say it's frustrating to watch the same thing happen over and over and over again. When Eddie going to learn? Who knows? But you cannot defend a 1-goal lead because we can't defend full stop. And like I say, when you defend that far back, all you're doing is allowing pressure. Once they got that equaliser, we then want to start playing football again. And there was half opportunities going off up the other end of the field because, Leverkusen need to get points, in the Champions League. We need to get points. There's some people will say, you know what, I'll accept that. It's a point away from home in the Champions League against a half-decent side. But I didn't think Leverkusen were that clever. I just think there was enough bodies in the right areas that put us under our own pressure because we didn't have the right bodies in the right areas where we were going further forward. So, again, I don't really think it was great to watch again, because I always say in Champions League isn't Premier League. You've got to have a different tactical mindset. Eddie Howe is fixated on this 4-3-3. We've got out of jail tonight to a degree, but I still want to see better performance. I don't want to see defending because we just don't look clever enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Boki, what did you think of the game?
I don't think you can be massively negative if you get a 2-2 away from home. It's just the way we're doing it. I think that's the negative side of it. It was as obvious as the nose on your face when it was 2-1 and we started sitting back and you had basically two banks of 4 and 5 at times that we were just putting more and more and more pressure on ourselves. I just don't get the point of the way and it has to be a Howe tactic. Why he's defending everything and end up with every player just about in the in your own box defending a 1-0 lead. You need to relieve the pressure on yourself. You need to push a few players a little bit forward. Keep them up front, especially a striker, but also maybe like a Barnes at times or a Gordon at times, and have them slightly forward as well, so that you've got an out ball. Basically, all we were doing towards the end of the game was just allowing them to attack, and there was no out ball. The ball was just going to always be coming back to her. And then, as Gary says, as soon as they score, we change tactics completely and we're trying to attack again. I just don't get this, why we have this same attitude that we'll have to defend whenever we're going 1 goal in front. To me, if you've went 1 goal in front, and we've seen a couple of times they were there for the taking when we hit the post and things, just keep going for it. And the last 3 games that we've picked up points in each game, but it still feels like the games you've left them and watched at the end, your feeling is as low as a snake's belly. It's sort of there's no good things to, well, there is good things to take out of the games, and when we watch it back, we'll all have a slightly different opinion and be able to pick up on the better points tomorrow. But after each game the last 3 games that we've played, when you've actually came away from the game, you've just thought, I didn't really enjoy that. It wasn't enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, it wasn't as great. Warren is calling us now. Warren, are you good, mate? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm here, mate. Yeah.
Thank you for calling. By the way, you can call us now. After, of course, make sure that we're done. Make sure that you are watching live, and you know when there's a caller on the screen. That means we obviously can't answer other calls, but pay attention and then call us at 0191-916-8864. Warren, what is your take on the game, bud?
Amazing. I'm dead chuffed that we've got a 1-1 draw.
Amazing.
It's like 2-2 draw.
Are you taking
No,
a beer
yeah,
or what?
because that's what we went out to get. And
Is that what we went out to
when you
get? That's
think
not
about
what
it,
Eddie.
the
That's not what Eddie Howe
first
said.
half was diabolical, and to lift it up, at least you know he's got the players on side, because there was a lift in the second half, and I think it was just, I think we're stuck at it, and we're unlucky not to win, really, I think.
Okay. Well,
I mean, Leverkusen weren't any great shakes, but it's like any team, you know what I mean, in Europe, you don't know what's coming at you, because, you know what I mean, it's all foreign, if you know what I mean.
for example, here Craig Hope already putting out the different competition, different country, same problem. Why is being front late on such an ordeal for Newcastle?
Well, I mean, I agree it wasn't convincing, but I'm happy with the result. It's the result that matters. If we're lost, then I'll be totally devastated. I wouldn't be fooling. I'll be sulking. You know what I mean?
You can assume if the referee added 9 minutes, we probably would have lost. By the way, it was looking. So
Was that Max? That's your
Yeah,
question.
well, I wasn't happy with that grease ball, but
Yeah.
anyway, we did. We're seeing it through. We got a 2-2 draw.
Okay, Bucky wants to talk to you.
Just a quick question: Did you enjoy that game? Did you sit there? But did you watch a game and did you sit there and enjoy it throughout?
No, I didn't enjoy the first half. The second half was a lot better. I mean, but in terms of how we've been playing, I get you. I know where you're coming from, Bucky, before you even start. Yes, it's not the greatest football in the world, but it's a results game, and we've got a 2-2 draw, which is not a loss. So we've got to say that is a result.
Fair enough, mate. But have you seen
Bucky?
Hello, mate. Can you hear us? So have you seen improvement in the team over the last few games? Have you seen improvement in
Little bits, yeah, little bits. Not in the first half. It was a bit drab, but in the second half, I did see a drive, and I did see obviously Gordon start to perform, and I think everybody started to follow suit when they seen Gordon at the post and get amongst it. I think the impetus started to came into the game, you know. So yeah, and we've got to remember, you know, Chow, he got nearly booking, which was that was pretty lucky actually, and he was on the match,
was it? Who was your man of the match,
Sorry?
mate? Who was your man of the match?
Well, it's got to be Gordon, isn't it? Really,
Gordon.
there's no other. Yeah,
Gordon. Oh man.
yeah. Well, what do you say, Gordon for like that? Eh? What do you mean?
Because he was regular man. Man of the match.
Yeah, no, but he scored. He scored a
scored
goal,
what?
and he showed a little bit of impetus.
He scored a goal.
I'm not a Gordon fan at the minute.
Well, if you're not, you're surely
asking me
faking
a
it because
question.
you're surely faking it if you're not, because if you're saying Gordon scored a goal, therefore he's man of the match. Did you know how the goal was? Pretty hard to miss those
Yeah, the
goals.
penalty.
So, you know.
No, it was a good
man.
penalty. It was a pressure penalty, man. But
Okay.
you know what I mean? You've got to see that makes all the difference, man. If you can score them goals, because if we had missed that, we went on to lose. You know what I mean? So it's all to do with people that can handle the pressure. And he done it. He didn't bottle it. He done it.
Okay. Probably would say Miley is man of the match if you think about it, because he's the only one that came on and did actually they did something proactive.
Oh, I love my honestly. I think he's great.
Yeah.
I think I'll tell you what. I think Joe Linton. I think his time's limited because I think Miley's got to get his place. I think.
The point is, I don't understand why he's so limited, because why do we have to do a build up for Joe Linton to get out of the team? Why can't we just boom drop him and put Miley in? I mean, it's not. I don't know why we have to do.
Well, yeah, no, it's the same old, isn't it? It's like you say, he's got his favourites. He always thinks.
Well, you're
someone's
saying
gonna
that you're a
come
happy
good.
clapper, man. Yeah, I'm not sure you're supposed to say that when you're a happy clapper, but
If the winds just fell off the settee, were you saying that, was it?
yeah, man, he's got to sort his people out. He's got to sort his people out. But neither here nor there. Warren, cheers for calling, mate. Thank you very much.
Speak to you later, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, was that?
That was Warren there. Please call us now. Have your say. 01916 0191 916 8864. Andy Bell, what's your take on the game?
I think it was the correct result. I don't know about you guys. I don't think we deserve to really win that game, in my opinion. The first half was probably the first half hour was as bad as I've seen us play under Eddie Howe. Anthony Gordon was clearly limping for 10, 15 minutes. Obviously, a word was had with him at half time because he was a different player. Second half, Joe Linton, I agree with the previous caller, Warren. He really didn't get in the game, and I don't think our midfield really got in the game at all. Grimaldo played high up on the left-hand side and outnumbered were up that side, so we kind of lost any impetus with Barnes on the right. God, it's one of them, isn't it, lads? Look, we're getting the point, but can we really look at that and go, that fills me for confidence for the other two games, or for Sunderland even? I mean, there was portions in that game where we were playing in front of them 20 yards out. Not one forward player was moving an unselfish run to create space for a teammate. And I think Gary might have alluded to that at half time. He was on about runs off the ball. Where's the idea of, I might not receive the ball, but I need to move here so I can create space for my teammate. There was times where people got balls in good places and made bad decisions. It's a pattern, and I'm getting bored of it, if I'm honest.
Well, it's clear and evident that it's a pattern. You can't just
Look,
say
we've got a
one.
point away from home. So,
Yeah, but that's all we keep saying, though, man, all season. So I mean, now you have to pretty much beat PSV.
and to throw
to
two
qualify.
subs on with 90 seconds to go is just an insult to the two players.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense. You think that you think that Wissa would need more to to get acclimated back to the team. You think he would need I mean, more time, but why not?
Yes. You hear Eddie
Yeah.
say, we need to manage his minutes, we need to gain his fitness up. I'm not getting time with him on the training ground to build his fitness up. So the only other opportunity you've got to get his fitness up is for him to actually play a bit of football. How are you going to do that in 90 seconds? Like, someone explain to me how someone's supposed to create their fitness after 3 months of out of football after 90 seconds. There was a prime example in 90. I think it was about 74th minute. We were under a little bit of pressure. We then had a bit of an attack. Joe Linton, I think it wasn't Joe Linton. Someone went down with an injury. It might have been Lewis Hall. And you're thinking, right, put Wissa on. I think it was Valdemar. Put Wissa on. Give him 16, 17 minutes plus injury time. We're 2-1 up. They're really going to have to go for the game at this point if they really want to qualify. If we're gonna hurt them and get the 3-1 goal, you want a Wissa in your team to break and score that third goal. How that is not in Eddie's mind, I don't know, and I'm sure I'm one of many thousands that were screaming at the TV, going, "Get him on! It's only 15 minutes. Voldemortes was spent by then. He was spent. Alanga would have been a half decent bet. I can understand why he brought Murphy on when Voldemort was still on. That's fine. The ball's in the box, but we're making the same mistakes constantly. We've been doing it all season. We're in control of games. All right, in this game, fair dues, we broke the pattern. We went behind for a change, and it was refreshing to see us actually score, come back in the game, then take the lead. But then we reverted back to normal exactly again. We invited pressure on, and we didn't make a substitution that give them something to think about. Voldemort is not going to run in behind them when they go to try and win or get back in the game. Wissa will. That should have been in Eddie's mind, and I can't, for the life of me, understand why that's not in his mind.
The only thing I can say on that, Andy, is the same excuse as we saw with Dan Burn. For crosses, it's the height I want. And that's the only excuse he's got because, like you said, I mean, the lad was spent. We're deep in our own half. There's no out ball. Every time the ball got cleared, even a half clearance was coming straight back at us. So there's no input. There's no, like I say, there's no pressure on them to sit back. And all you're doing is you're just expecting that wave after wave after wave, and eventually you break. But again, it's the reaction. They score, they get the equaliser. What do we go and do? We go and start playing in their half again. And you're like, why does it take you to go behind to start playing football again?
Why has he got to? Why have you got to have 4 balls up your ass to wake up?
We got a caller here, Jordan calling now from Newcastle. Jordan, how are you?
I don't even know what to say. To be honest,
you don't even know how you're doing at the moment. We're not good, man.
I don't even know. It's every game now, and I know people like Eddie Howe, but I think it's time for him to pat his bags.
Wow.
Oh, Jordan's gone over to the dark side.
Oh, but he did last time as well, though. He did.
I was on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know because the in-game management is an issue. Players making mental mistakes. Tonali on that first goal wasn't good. He got out-muscled. On the second one, I believe, wasn't he involved as well? Or
just let him run.
Let him
just didn't go with the runner.
But
actually, I thought in Eddie Howe's doing his press conference after the game.
Yeah.
So what is anything? Any positives you take from the game, Jordan? Anything positive that you've seen?
Lewis Miley, to be honest.
100%.
It's God, I have never seen him play like that since probably the FA Cup.
Yeah, excellent.
His first ever game for us.
Yeah. Who was your man of the match?
I would probably. This is the team that I would probably put out for Sunday if I was a coach. That would be Ramsdale in goal, because obviously he did do really well tonight. Against a tough opposition, I think, for Newcastle, to be honest. And there is a lot of grey areas with Eddie Howe at the minute, because obviously we'll beat Burnley, which I was very happy about. But tonight, I don't know what it is. I think it's just one of them.
I mean, we got a point. People keep saying that, and that's supposed to all of a sudden make people happy about this.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, where are we in the Champions League table?
I haven't even looked at the table. I don't know what position we are at as far as right now is concerned.
We look at this as a point gained or as a point, 2 points lost, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's 2 points lost because
Yeah, well, you,
Yeah, of course. I
I said to
mean,
Lee, 70 minutes, Jordan. If we win this game, it's one of them where it's a snap and grab, really. It's smash and grab because we didn't, in my
of course.
opinion, to win that at that point.
I think the
Most
problem is now
definitely.
he's going into the PSV game. It becomes a must-win, you know,
got to
and
be.
that just puts
most
added pressure on you.
definitely.
You know, that's the problem.
I think looking at the games that we've got left to play, I mean, obviously we've got PSV at home, so that should
well, you
be all right.
you gotta win that. There's no going around it. You gotta beat PSV.
They're a
That's
weak
it.
Oh,
one.
definitely. I mean, I've watched a couple of their games, to be honest, and they have done really well. But obviously, let's see what happens on Sunday
Yeah, well,
against the Mackhams.
because that's gonna be a very important game. That's right, Jordan. Well,
Very important, and I'm
right.
hoping. I'm gonna stick with my 4-2 win to Newcastle.
Oh, I hope so.
I've just got to add, I got the prediction right today, Chris, for once in 50 times.
I changed it to 2. And what did I say first? 2. Oh, I did say
Andrew.
2.
All the
I said
best,
2-1.
Jordan.
We had that one.
Cheers,
Cheers, Jordan. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much,
it.
Jordan.
That was Jordan there. Call us now, folks. Have your say. 0191-916-8864. Man, a lot of I don't know, man. I just don't know that. I don't know
Frustration.
why. This is the strongest lineup we can possibly have. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, I don't.
I think
Alanga maybe on the right.
yeah, I think if one game, if it's a 1 or 2 game run that you do this, but it's beginning to get gut wrenching that it's just game after game, and it's poor when you're coming away with points at games and 3 points at games, but you're coming away disappointed and it doesn't feel like we're winning.
Yeah, well, it doesn't.
No,
But yeah. We lost 2 points tonight, man. Once again, it's thinking if it was a 1-game thing, yeah, I'll buy that, but it's not. It's not. What's the confidence? What's the confidence that we can go away against the Mackhams, get up 1-0, and then we're gonna win?
Are we suffering from ultimately the identity that we've had? And look, I've said this in the past, and I love Valdemara. He's getting my back in the game by being clever and putting his leg in the way for the goalkeeper to bring him down. But as much as he wants to press, he just can't do it to what Eddie wants. And his identity is from that side of the pitch. That is where Eddie stops teams playing against him. He stops them at the source. He doesn't stop them once they've started. He stops them from beginning their attacks. And we can't stop teams' attacks. That's my opinion. I don't know what anyone thinks in the comments, but if we've got someone with legs up front, we stop a lot of the attacks that have caught us out this season.
To answer your question, yes, we are going to smash the Mackhams fucking massively.
Stop this
Come
language,
on!
language.
You can tell how the
He's not
magic
good.
that a pint will do on a human being, but no, that you can say that and be hopeful that we can do that, and that's fine. All fans need to be thinking that way anyway. But when it comes to analyzing, what's the base on anybody saying that we're gonna go away against the Mackhams and beat them? Because if you're telling me that we're gonna score against the Mackhams away, fair enough. I'll agree with you. That might happen. But what is what can we base ourselves on to say that we're gonna win? That we're gonna maintain that lead?
Great.
Why?
Why
and how?
If we go 1-0 up against the Mackhams or we'll get back to a 2-1 result, is anybody confident that we're going to keep that at this point with the way we've been playing over the last few weeks? I can't say that. Even when you go ahead in a game, we don't push for the second goal, so there's never the comfort there of having that second goal. And then we just always look like we're going to concede. As I say, it was as obvious as the nose on your face when me and Gary were sitting watching that game that equaliser was coming. And it was because you had two banks of 4 and a 1 that was just on the D. It was absolutely obvious that we just had no out ball and we were just going to invite them onto it. In the end, we were going to concede.
If you listen to the press conference, Eddie Howe, how many times did he mention set piece weakness, and then what happened? And not only the weakness from our set piece, their set piece where we concede, 3 times we had a corner taken on our side, and it goes to the back post. Not one of our players is gambling at the back post. There was 2 long ones where they went out, no one's touched them, and there was one that was flicked on in the first half. We've got not one player's gambling to go to the back post. And Gary, and I'm sure Gary will say this, he's got the coaching aesthetics of all over. You've always got to have a player on the gamble at the back. It's percentages, isn't it? You're always going to have chances of a flick on or a goalkeeper flacking one or whatever it be. You've got to have someone gamble at the back post. It's as if we've let's do the Arsenal
holy
area.
I knew there's a reason why we're not getting the people, man. We're not even fucking hell. We're private, for fuck's sake.
Oh, what?
And we're still got 72 people watching at the moment, which is criminal, man. Which is great, by the way. That just
it's fabulous.
We're live again, man. My wife is texting me, "Are you not live? What are you doing up there?" More or less hinting that I'm, doing something. But
you're playing tiddlywinks.
Now we're live, folks. My bad, man. I am knackered. Listen, that's how.
Are you telling me we haven't been live?
No, we still had 70. Now we're live, but we got 70 people watching still on that private show. How they got the link, I ain't got a clue. But that's how dedicated these people are. And now we're live. Folks, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. It's criminal, man.
Chris, do you want us to see it? You are knackered.
We are knackered. Proves that we're wangers.
I mean, listen, man. This is insane, bro. Look, I'm telling you. That's how much. So people that think that, I'm just doing this for clicks. So I talk for clicks, all of that. That's how knackered I've been after that goal. Because I was jumping up and down when we were up 2-1. And then 5 minutes later, Betsy's asking me, "What's wrong with you? What's the mic?" Because I kept on huffing and puffing. And I'm like, they scored again. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing over and over and over, man. Oh, man. I'm a proper banker, man. Anyway.
Yeah. Should we remind people of the number?
It happens.
Call us now, folks. 0191-916-8864.
I think we were talking during the match, and for me, the one thing that I enjoy seeing something different from set plays. The one thing that I don't enjoy is when it's overhit and there's nobody gambling that the ball is going to be overhit. And as Andy was saying, we talked about it during the match. What are you doing, man? Why are you not just throwing a body there? And you saw from their deflected goal, and again, if you think about it, we were unlucky because, like I say, you got to think about the 2 that hit the post. Great save with Malik Chow, when he headed it down, and Flacken gets his hands to it. Again, this could have been put to bed, and it's done. It's out the way, and it would have been a massive lift.
And now the viewers are skyrocketing.
I feel so sorry for
I apologize to the viewers that are just, we got Marco on the line, though. Marco from Waga. Marco.
Howdy, lads.
We are proper knackered, aren't we?
Great Marco, mate.
Marco, say something positive so I can cheer up, man, because I'm knackered for real.
proper frustrating, that, like. Proper frustrating.
I thought,
this Bremen Ramsdale, it's a bit it's getting on my tits, to be honest, like, because there's no way he's to blame for that then 2 goals, like.
No,
he seems to be the new Mickey, the scapegoat.
I blamed him for the second goal, but I haven't watched it back, Marco, a lot, so I'll quite happily eat my words if I was wrong.
It's fault in the second.
No, I'm not kidding on. I'm not on about you, Bogey.
Aye.
No,
Everyone's entitled opinion, but aren't they?
But the thing is, Marco, are you not, when you look at that lineup, don't you think, wow, what a great lineup, like strong lineup?
Well, it's as strong as it could have been, to be honest.
Well, I mean, to be honest, yeah, go ahead.
What got me when is it Andy? He was really about 15 minutes. I was the same as what I was shooting at the screen. We saw now we've got no outlet because it was obvious then we're going to push forward, and we could have hit them on the break.
Yep.
But there was no outlet. Well, Amadi was done. He's done his job. He got with the penalty. You know what I mean? He was done. He was knackered. And that was it. And then putting him on in, 90 seconds or something? What a gunk. Couldn't believe it.
It's an insult to a professional player. I get it if it's a really important game and it's a cup final or something and there's 90 seconds and you're just wasting time. But to throw 2 on with 90 seconds to go, I think it's a bit of an insult to the two guys, personally.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Do you think he's maybe keeping Wissa back for the derby, Margot?
Yeah, but
I know what he's doing. He's playing. He knows that they're pushing forward. He wants to draw. That's simple as that. He doesn't want another Burnley, does he? So he's trying to now get a few seconds, slow them down.
And you hit the nail on the head.
Then one
game. Yeah, we could have conceded right in the last kick of the game.
Once again, by the way, you know. But again, I want to tell folks, some negative, this negative. Man, listen, it's not about this one game, man. We had the same thing just happen 4 days ago, I think.
Yes,
exactly. You know what I mean? I'm
same
just,
place.
I'm begging for mercy, man. I mean,
same place.
Has anyone noticed Tonali's fell off a cliff a little bit? I'll be honest.
Since Milan won the derby.
Yeah, he didn't have a good game today.
Even when we weren't playing well, Tonali was standing out as our top performer. And even when we've had games where we've been productive, we're getting points, I haven't really seen much from Tonali at all. His run back when he slipped was brilliant, fantastic, and that epitomises why I like Tonali. He chased down that kid till his lungs were burst, and he forced it was a deflection. We concede a corner, but I question if that was a Gordon slipping over there, whether he jumps up and does the same sprint back, and he's more capable of that sprint, more to the point. Gordon could probably get back in front of him with his pace. I'm not seeing that from Gordon. The first half, Gordon was probably costing us as a team because he was limping for 10, 15 minutes of the game. He wasn't tracking the number 4 that was coming over to his side. Lewis Hall was getting overloaded. The only reason Lewis Hall was getting out was because he was playing 1-2s and playing really good football to get out. He was our best player by a mile today, by the way.
Who?
And then second half, I think Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall?
Yeah. But for me, he was our best player by a mile.
Massively.
Who was your man of the match, Marco?
Well, if you ask me, the team seems to have 70. I think half the team seem to only have 70 minutes in them.
Yeah.
Whole looking at after the 70-minute mark. Tino was feeling his back with his leg.
Nothing like a Geordie saying
Dan Byrne, that for that second goal, I could have slapped him out. I couldn't believe it. Did you see him? What a he trying to block that? The through ball, it was proper crown.
You can stand on my shoulders to do it if you want, mate.
Spaghetti legs.
I mean,
I was thinking, now with Tonali, is the intensity of the Premier League getting to him?
Yeah.
Direct. What do you think?
Some people do believe that Tonali's head's been turned. That he doesn't seem, that it's going anywhere. So he's just more or less knackered, and he wants to, explore his options like Isak and Andy's wife like to do. Her options in their case. But I mean, it's
keep my wife out of it, son.
It's
Lee, anyways, in the comments. So you got Lee.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Lee in the background. By the way, we always need that happy clapper, in the background, saying something. Marco, mate, Marco, do we? I mean, playing like this. Listen, we've been playing like this. This is what we do, and it doesn't matter who you play. This is how we play, right? Whether you like it, you don't think it's that bad, or you think it's absolutely horrendous. However you think about it, this is how we play. Playing like this, Marco hung up on me. Oh,
yeah, he's gone, man. He's gone.
I had a question for him.
Enough like the rest of
Back on, please.
But my question will be then for you guys, playing like this, however you feel like it, do we beat the Mackhams?
Not if we play like that. No way.
We need to.
Yeah, so, ladies and gents. Now, with people in the chat, they've been begging and begging and begging for her to call and put me in my place. Christina, the Toon lass from Blythe, by the way, she's calling now.
She's in
to attempt to put me in my place. It's not 5 a.m. anymore, so you better believe it. Actually, I'm still
I'm
not
necessarily calling to put you in your place. I'm just calling to put a little bit of
happiness,
perspective on things.
Love and happiness. Love and happiness.
So, no, I mean, don't.
Go on, Christina.
So I was going to say, don't get me wrong, I'm as disappointed as anybody with the fact that we didn't win that game. But the reason that we're all disappointed, I think, is because we were playing really well in that second half. We were on the front foot. We very nearly went 3-1 up. And we could have won that game. But at the start of the game, if you look at it, okay, so Bayern Leverkusen's fourth in their league. They've beaten Man City. They've beaten Benfica. They've beaten Bayern Munich, I think. They're a good team. And we drew 2 each away from home in another country, which is a big thing to be able to do, at an impressive stadium with impressive fans. Like, there are positives that we can take. The team played well. We,
play well?
give away a last-minute goal again, but...
Listen, this is not 5 a.m. You're not going to get me now. It's how you gonna say we play well though? You can't say that when we allowed 2 goals just like that.
Okay, yeah, no, the goal at the end, that was bad. I can't deny that it was. But you look at it, Malik Chow nearly put us 3-1 up. That goal goes in, we're all sitting here happy. Everybody's saying we're going to win the Champions League. Like, we can take positives from that game. Miley was good. I think Gordon probably played his best game for us.
What?
This season.
Do you not
this season?
And these guys something to say. Go on.
Based on the fact that they've lost their last 2 league games, that we might have been able to jump on them a little bit. And I totally agree with what you're saying. Gordon was brilliant in the second half. He was terrible. Awful the first half. But when you say going away from home, you've got to take inform into account. When a team's lost 2 games at home for the first time in 2 years in the league, you've got to jump on them at that point. And in the first half, we didn't. And I think we missed a trick there.
But if you look at our form recently, we do, on recent form, go ahead. And then what do we do in the last few minutes? We managed to throw it away. I think we do need to stop trying to defend a lead. And I know that sounds silly because you've got to defend a lead, but... I mean, it's not really working, is it?
We give them the chance to attack us, and tell me if you look for it, you'll find it. So I'm part of that mentality. And if you let them look for the goal, they're gonna find the goal. You gotta be more, be on not attack, being crazy, leaving yourself wide open, but you gotta have some type of comment. You can't just sit back and allow them to attack you to because they're going to score. And you guys were mentioning in the commentary, if we continue like this, we're going to concede. And we did. It doesn't take much to realize this, man. So Christina. I don't have to be from Blythe to know this. Christina
I'm in Blythe now, Christina. Lovely to speak to you for the first time. Quick question.
Likewise.
Quick question for you. I don't think we're going to agree on a lot of things, if I'm honest, but quick question for you. Do you see improvement in the team? Have you seen improvement from the start of the season till now?
In bits and pieces, yes. I think we've had games where we have played much better. Probably not as good as we did last season, to be fair. But I've seen, for example, Gordon looking like he cares today. That's a good thing. Coming back from conceding a lead, that's a good thing. And there's sections of games where we're attacking and we've got teams on the back foot. Look at the Tottenham game. I know we did the same in that game and it wasn't a great end, but we had them on the back foot. We were outplaying them. And for a lot of the second half tonight, we did the same thing.
And who was your
So yeah, I think there has been improvement overall, but I do think there is still room for improvement.
And who was your man of the match this evening?
I think Anthony Gordon.
Another Anthony Gordon. Wow. Interesting. Well, he may have done. He did decent to me. He had a regular game, a decent game. I know he's played way better before. I think Barnes played good. And he was like, thank you, Jordy Dan, for the super chat. Miley better start from now on. It feels like a defeat. It does feel like a defeat. But Christina, and it goes to the panel as well. Joe Linton, for example, why do we have to ease him out and kind of do a whole preparation for him to be on the bench instead of just putting him on the bench and put Miley on the pitch? How hard
is that? Because he'll chin everyone.
What was that?
He'll chin everyone. We can't take that chance.
But look. Go on, Gary.
I mean, listen, we've spoke loads of times about the tried and tested, and you can't take on board what's happened over the last 2 or 3 seasons. Or yes, Eddie Howe has reshaped J7 into a midfielder, but again, there comes a time where, as you saw today, and again, I don't want to take people's opinions away, but 6, if I took the 4 out the back line and 2 out of midfield, didn't get above 6.5 today. So this isn't just me talking about it. This is what the general public are talking about. So J7 was the lowest player with Tino Livramento at 6.3. Then there's Louis Hall, 6.4. Right. So this is the general population, not just individual performance, as in opinions. So when you've got a team that are playing 6 players that aren't performing in a back line and 2 defensive midfielders, you haven't got a chance of keeping a lead because they're not individually performing. You have to raise the bar. And again, we talk about Premier League and Champions League are 2 different animals. You have to have the mentality to change it up a little bit in the Champions League because when you're away from home, we don't play like German teams do. So we all say the Premier League is the toughest team. And I think the reasons why we say that, it's because it's depth of quality teams against you. When you're going into the other leagues, the top 6 European leagues, there's probably a group of 4 or 5 that will always challenge you. So to say that these are 4th in the league, and they beat, obviously, a German side in the cup, but lost to them in the league, because obviously it was a weakened side that they put out in the cup. It's a name. And this is what we said when they played against Man City. It's a name. Man City made a lot of changes. It's a name. So, again, I'm not taking that away from them. Go on, Andy. You've got your hand up.
Just refresh. Did Leverkusen not just get beat off Augsburg the weekend?
Yes, 2-0.
And the previous weekend?
No.
Yeah. They beat.
Yeah.
They lost.
Only lost 1.
They only lost 1, and Christina did her work on. Yeah.
They didn't lose the 2 previous league games. They lost the 2 previous home league games.
Yeah.
I was trying to I'm getting back in the comments. I just want to make a point. I was watching the Bundesliga's highlights on Monday, and it said they've lost the previous 2, whether it was away or at home. They're on it. They weren't in the best of form. Let's be honest.
No,
they're one of the better sides in the Bundesliga. But when they've just been battered 2-0 off a team that's probably 11th, 12th in the league, from my knowledge, which isn't great, and I'll admit that, so you can hammer us in the comments for it. You do need to kind of put your foot on the throttle on their throats. We didn't do that. We did that in the second half, but we didn't do it in the first half. And that's what Eddie's known for, going for teams.
We should have. Yeah, I agree with that. We should have. That's not just about one to Nate though. We should have done that many times before. But last thoughts, Christina. I mean,
ask one quick question.
Yeah,
yes.
Christina. Are you Wynn's great granddaughter or something? All this happy clappiness.
Christina,
but and I don't want to take up all the time from other callers, but if I can just reply just to a little bit of what was just said there, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, of course.
Go for it.
Yeah, so there was a couple of things that were said there that I wanted to comment on, which was one, J7's season has been terrible. One thing, and I've put it in the chat a few times, and I think it would be worth trying, is Malik Chow at centre midfield in the 6, as you would call it. Shaw and Byrne as your centre backs, and Botman when he's ready to come back. Another thing is the people talking about the defenders' individual performances. If you were going to pick a back four for tonight, that would have probably been the back four. But defensively, we don't look good. I think we need somebody in the centre midfield who can, give us a bit of bite. And I think Chow doing that, allowing Bruno and Tonali to push forward, would be better results.
Oh, that's
in my opinion.
we appreciate that. I know you did a lot of work on Leverkusen, so Christina's good, man. I'm telling you, Christina's good. Toon Lass from Blythe, although she is originally from, what'd you say?
Newcastle.
No, well, I know that, but I mean, what part?
West End.
West End. There you go. West End. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Christina, I'd love to have you on, and you better be waiting because Christina, we hit the. Oh, actually, Andy Bell is from Blythe as well. He's living in Blythe now. So there you go. I forgot about him.
I live in Pedal now, bro. Blythe, but, yeah.
Wynn's got a mate that's got a pub, Pookie's Bog in Blythe. Had a business in Blythe since the 80s, so I'm not sure. He's a bit newer. Yeah, but But anyway, Christina, lovely to have you on, and we'll hear more from you, I'm sure. So stay tuned.
Thank you again. Take care.
Cheers.
Take care, Christina. Andy, you were right, mate. They lost to Dortmund and Augsburg.
There you go. A lot of people trying to call now, so please, I apologize about that. Of course, somebody was on there, but I know you guys are trying to calling us now. Some number from another country. Wait, is it three letters? It starts with 357 or something like that. Is that from the UK or like if you're from Ireland, are you still like 44 or no?
No.
If you're not, so people of other countries, call us now 0191-916-8864. We're gonna extend it a little bit because obviously my numpty cells wasn't live in the beginning. Although I'm surprised at the amount of people that were watching when we weren't live.
Me too.
I ain't got a clue how they got the link or who they hacked to get on, but they got the job done. We got a caller now, 353 code area code. Hello, how are you? Hello.
Can you?
Hello, bud. We can hear you. Yeah. What's your name?
Yeah, it's Sean, lad. Sean.
Hi, Sean. You're the Irish lad.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can tell I'm Irish.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm back now.
How are you, bud? You all right? Get close to your phone because you're a bit far away, if you can.
Can you hear us now, lads?
Yeah. I can hear you better. Yeah. So go on then. What do you think, man? You made great points last time you called a few weeks back, and now it doesn't seem like anything's changed, Bunny lad. So where do we go from here?
Honestly, I know I said I'd give them till January, but like if I was a CEO or DOF, lads, I'd honestly be like calling up managers to see if they're taking the job in January. Like honestly, there's been no improvements. Like I don't understand. Like what's going on? Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's the same. Like we keep conceding late as well. Like which is just. I want to put my head through a wall, lads. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I can't keep watching.
No, I had the same feeling, man.
But like it's fair, like you know what I mean, like the manager needs to take some responsibility here. If you're constantly conceding late into the game, like you know what I mean, like this, like especially like a win, man. Honestly, like he is doing my head in saying like he's gonna come good. Like where's the evidence? Like that Howe's going to come good. Like last season, he came good, fair enough. Like, but that was different. Like, you know, we just had the Premier League. Like, he's showing now that he can't manage the Premier League, like, and the Champions League simultaneously. Like I think that's fairly. Like, I think you can come to that conclusion right now. Like, I think that's fairly evident. Like, the guys, like Elanga, like you're bringing on what JJ. Do you know what I mean? Like, giving him like what 90, like what is it? You know what I mean? Like the dying minutes of the game, like, and you spend what, like 40, 45 on him, like, and then you're not even paying a lot, like, do you know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't know, like, people are like, I'll give him the January, they're like, oh, there's no way. If I was, do you know what I mean, like, DOF, there's no way I'd give him the January window, like.
Shane, can I ask
two players, like.
Sean.
Sorry?
Can I ask you a question, mate? I predicted 2-2 because ultimately I've been watching the Bundesliga and I know how good Leverkusen were. Had we played well today and getting a 2-2 draw, I would have been quite happy. But it's the context for me in the way that we've drew 2-2s. It's just the manner in which it's happened, which has got me a little bit deflated, let's say. But I'm happy with the point. I get your point, but I think it's more the case of the game was there for us to win, and it was just decisions in certain substitutions, maybe team selection or attitude that has cost us a win today, or even goalkeeping error, in my opinion, for the first goal, because Pope claims that first goal for me. And Lewis Hall was brilliant, and I know he's getting a poor rating, but I thought he was really, really good. But would you have taken 2-2 beforehand if it was a positive performance?
Look, for me, we have 2 games left, right? What's our next game? I know the last game's PSG. Like, what's our next one? Like, I can't remember off the top of my head.
PSG, Aston Villa.
PSV.
So, because I'm going there,
No,
so I'm gonna go for Wolves, PSV, and Aston Villa. So that's the run of
PSV at home and PSG away.
Yeah,
first
PSG
Champions
away.
League.
Like, I don't think we're going to get anything out of the PSG game, if I'm being honest.
We are knackered.
Even if it's like the last game, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think maybe the PSV game. Hopefully, like, do you know what I mean? Like, we might be able to get something. Hopefully, a win, but I'm not sure on it. Like, our form is dreadful at the moment. Like, for me, like, I wanted a win. Like, for me, this is like Leverkusen just got decimated in the summer. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they lost their manager, they lost a lot of their key players. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so for me, I was thinking, okay, 3 points. I think we should have gone comfortably. Like, we should have gone there and won. Like, their manager was out as well for personal reasons as well. Like, you know what I mean? Their current manager right now. Like, so for me, like, okay, fair enough, 2-2 draw, fair enough. Like, I would probably been okay with it. Like, I wouldn't have been thrilled with it, but I think we should have, like, lads, we're 4 years deep into the project. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how we spent a lot of money. This is his team now. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say, oh, like, fair enough, you lost one player, Isa, right? I'll give you that. But, like, if he's the sole, like we're talking as if we lost a lead in Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo here, like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Like, if your whole team was built around one guy,
then you're
not the manager. Like, you're not the guy to bring us forward. Like, if you built the whole team around one single individual, like, and now you've seen the collapse of that team, like what happens if you build a new team around Big Nick, and then 2-3 years down the line, Bayern Munich come knocking, and he's gone there, like. Do we have to start this whole process again? What's going on here? Like, how can only build a team around the 9? Like, every time that 9 leaves, we have to start the whole process again. Like, that's not how a team should be. Like, you should be able to take players out of a team, but there should be a system. Like, if you want to be a system coach, then be a system coach. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand like what he's doing. Like,
Sean, can I ask you a quick?
To me, there's so like.
Can I ask you a quick question, mate? Can I ask you a quick question? Do you think there's anything Eddie Howe can do now to turn it round, so to turn your opinion round and turn the way you're feeling about him around? Or do you think
like,
it's just on too far?
I don't know what he can. Like for me, like this, like he's like he's been doing my head in. Like, there's certain things like for instance the Dan Burn thing. Like when he didn't want to take Dan Burn off at left back when he got cooked. And then it should have been a penalty. They didn't get that penalty. And then he got sent off, like, and then he was replaced. And then his reasoning for that was because he needed height. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, these silly comments that you're coming on with, like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh, we need him from his height, like, from a left back. Like, there's just things he's doing this season that are just, like, it makes me want to put my head through a wall, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, it's just, it's nonsense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hold your hand up and be like, you know what? Fair enough. That was my call. It was a wrong call. That's on me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the way you should have played it. Like, you know, instead of coming out with the nuts. Like, I think everyone's on him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, for instance, I was watching what's that lad's name? The Geordie boy, True Geordie, like, right? Yeah. And I think his point was completely perfect. He was like, look, listen, his metaphor was like, you know what I mean, in maths, like when you do your workings out, like if your workings out are right, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get the correct answer. Like, you know what I mean? Like if your performances are good, like, you know what I mean, regardless if you win or lose, you still have your performances. Like, we don't have our performances. Like, our performances haven't been great, like, since the start of the season. Maybe Aston Villa and Liverpool, like, I would say those 2 games at the start of the season were good. Like, other than that, I can't remember a good game that I watched, like, us play.
Well, this whole season,
Skip, who was your man of the match the day, mate?
Russell.
Maybe Gordon, like, maybe Diago. Oh yeah, maybe Gordon. Like, I'd say he scored the goal. Yeah. Probably him or yeah. But I reluctantly, like.
Well, listen. Wonderful takes, man. You know, pretty straightforward. Win was agreeing with you last time. I'm not sure he'll be agreeing with you this time. You know, because he got, you're not fitting his agenda at the moment. But you know,
Win is title to his say, yeah. But like his idea of how he's gonna come good, like there's no, like, his evidence is based on last season. Like, it's like me getting a promotion at my job, and then like a management role at my job, right? And then I keep screwing up, and the manager's like, you know what, you'll eventually come good because in the position before you were solid. Like, that makes no sense. Like, you're just on your current position that you have. The Champions League, you're managing the Champions League and the Premier League now, right? This is a promotion for him, essentially. Like, so you have to be judged on this. Like, previously he crashed out. I gave him the first season, fair enough, he was learning. Like, this is the second time in it, and he's still not up to par to it. Like, I think it's it, but you can't go back last season when it was just the Champions League, like when it's just one game in a week. Like, I think that's ridiculous to judge it on that, like, and to base your whole argument, oh, he'll eventually come good. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's not sufficient evidence to base it on. Like.
Yeah, well, you do got a great point there, mate. Well, thank you for calling, Sean. Appreciate you, and call us again. All right, appreciate it, mate.
No,
thanks, Sean.
Thank you, mate. Have a great day. That was Sean there. Call us now. A lot of people trying to call, folks. Have your say. What's the number, Boki?
It is 0191 916 8864.
There you go, mate. There you go. Call us now.
Right, there you go.
Have your say. Ooh, another one right off the bat, man. Hello, how are you?
Greetings from Qatar.
Oh, right. You're calling.
I'm in the car.
I know, I bet you are.
I'm in the car, and I thought, you know what? It's easier to talk than to put my video on.
All right. Well, listen. There you go. You're calling in like a fan. So, tell us what you thought about the game in a clean way.
Well, Eddie Howe, deja vu.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
honestly, from now on, I'm not even confident we'll win the game. Like, every game, I'll have to struggle the last 10 minutes. Why do you sit back every time we go 1-up? So at 1-1, we sat back, and then we had this 5 or 6 crazy minutes that we went for the attack, and then we scored, and we went sat back. But I'm sure we would have kept going. We would have finished them off.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing the same mistakes every week, every game now. It's a bit like Spurs, this one. But luckily, I think we're 90% through, even if we lose next 2 games. Because you need about 12 teams to win, or about 6 teams or 7 teams to win twice, while we lose twice for us to get knocked out.
Right.
It's not going to happen. Now our goal difference is superior. But
anyway, I don't know what's happening.
Really frustrated, just like everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a good, but the lineup wasn't bad. The lineup was good.
Yeah, lineup was good. I called the lineup Eddie saving his job.
Yeah. Well, it was the strongest. I was shocked. It was the strongest I could ever think of. So that wasn't the problem. You know, it's the in-game management. We sit back. I mean, there's no winning. In my opinion, there's no winning situation for Eddie because, you know, if you're telling them to sit back after you score, then that's a problem. That's a mistake from him. But if he's not telling them that, and he's watching the players do it, and he's not doing anything about it, then he's also at fault. So either way, it ends up being Eddie Howe mistakes. And again, we got a point away, but to me, that doesn't. I mean, going against the Mackhams away, man, it just doesn't look. It looks grim. It looks grim, man. You can't tell me, but nobody here can come up with an argument and say that we're going to be up 1-0 against the Mackhams, assuming that we're going to score because we score every game, and that we're going to also maintain that lead and not let them score. You cannot assure me that that's going to happen. It feels like we're doomed for whatever, you know, what happened today happened again in the weekend.
Yeah.
Tell you what, in the last all my lifetime. Yeah, Gary, yeah.
I was just going to say, Eddie Howe has been asked apparently in the post-match if the plan was to sit back in games. And his answer was, no, I don't think it's ever a case of sitting back and absorbing pressure. That's not number one in our aim. But I think you need to do whatever it takes to win. Sometimes that is part of the course. That's what you have to do. 2-1 ahead today with minimal time left. You know, to a degree, you're going to have some defending to do at different stages, and you have to stand up and be counted and do that. And if we didn't do it well enough, and that's a team thing, it's the whole group realising the importance of defending our goal. Historically, we've done it really well. Last year, I think we were excellent at it. I do think you go in phases and cycles, and some things crop up, and you can't quite work out the degree, and then you fix that, and something else crops up. So apparently, he's not the one who's telling them to sit back and defend. It's obviously a collective thing. You know what I mean?
He's not doing anything about it.
That's got to be something that's got to be, exactly. That's got to be something that should be spoken about during the game by the manager and say, get the bloody hell out of the box.
Why is he not going absolutely nuts on the pitch?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, exactly, because I would be, especially after these many leads that we've given away, I'd be losing my mind and saying, like, listen, I'm going to take you out. You know, I'm all of you. Whatever, how many changes they can do now? They can do 20 changes, all 20 out. There's not 20 players. Maybe he'll take Leverkusen players out too. Yeah. You know, but he's not doing it. And I will agree on that particular case. I will go with Boki. There's no emotion from Eddie Howe. I mean, no emotion. He is plain baked chicken with no salt, no pepper, no nothing. Just plain bland prison food. That's what it seems like. Andy Bell, you're muted, by the way. I'm not sure, but. Anyway, Roy, thank you very much, man, and you will definitely get your full reaction tomorrow on the not tomorrow. Tomorrow, when's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah. No, not tomorrow. You'll be finding around playing.
I'll be playing cards, man.
Yeah, you'll be playing cards. They're gambling all your money away, and then you're knackered. So there you go.
Anyway, I'm actually dreading Sunderland, and I'm probably not going to sleep till Sunday.
Well, we'll get you on anyway.
If we play like this today, or the last game of the game, if we play like we have in the last 3 games, we are not winning that game. We'll probably get beat.
All right, Roy.
We sit back.
Yeah. If we sit back, we can't do that. Cheers, Roy. Thank you, mate. We'll chat it up later on. Andy Bell.
We hear regularly that Jason Tyndall's in charge of defensive structure, set pieces. I don't know about anybody else, but and look, I don't want to start a debate or anything, but something that I've witnessed, or I think I've witnessed, in the last 4 weeks, there has been a little bit of more. Look, they're best friends, of course they are, but we've seen a little bit more of a tentative attitude between each other at the touchline between each other. And Eddie said in his last press conference, and he very, very rarely says that he's involved in defensive issues. He always says that's left to the coaches, blah, blah, blah. I focus on players and structure. Yeah. He did mention that he's involved in defensive issues this week.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's thinking that maybe he needs to get involved.
Yeah, we got a caller here. Hello, how are you?
How we doing? All right?
I'm doing okay, man. We're all doing good. What's your name?
Stephen.
Stephen, where you
Hi,
calling from,
Steve.
bud?
Concert County Durham.
Oh, County Durham Concert. There you go, mate. Thank you for calling. So, what do you think? Are you happy? A point away. It's a point away, or are you upset of how we gave up the lead?
Absolutely. I think Dan Burn is the problem.
Ooh, County Durham, by the way. Win, are you listening? Because Win thinks that local fans are all happy clappers. So Win, County Durham. But now Win is going to say County Durham a bit dodgy, you know.
Borders, mate, borders.
I tell you what, the River Derwent runs into the Tyne. That makes me black and white.
That's right.
Exactly. You're right.
There you go, mate. So, but you think that Burn is the problem? But what do you do tonight?
Absolutely. He fucking give up them 2 goals.
We can't curse.
It was his fucking problem.
Don't curse.
Don't curse,
mate.
In the middle of the pitch. I'm telling you now, Dan Burn, he's a fucking liability.
Don't curse, please. Don't curse. We can't curse.
Sorry.
Okay,
No,
so go on.
The liability.
No, you're good. So, but surely he can't be the reason why we gave up points tonight. Because Tonali was on both of those plays where they scored too. So
was Burn giving the ball away?
Tonali and a couple of midfielders were lacking. So I'm saying Dan Burn is knackered. I know you love that phrase. Dan Burn.
That's Win child, long lost child. That he sounded like Win when he said that.
Oh no, this is not Win's family member. I tell you that he is way Win and you are gonna have to debate one time, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
But look at the whole season.
Yeah, lost. What was he doing in the middle there? Yeah.
Almost did it again. But
look, lost, man.
Yeah, I do think that was probably the defensive setup though with Eddie Howe. It seems as though he'd gone man for man with Dan Burn, with Schick, and then obviously the lad that come on in the second half. So there was obviously a focus on one player because of the way they set up, and then that should have then. They should have organised it better. I agree with you. And that, I mean, we were talking to Boki yesterday. We said the biggest problem for me when Newcastle get told tactics, certain individuals run with the tactic. There's nothing else that matters. There's nobody else in the opposition team that he has to worry about because he's been told that that's his man marker. Well, that's not the way football works. Because if you've got players that move, sometimes you've just got to mark the space that's being given or could be a danger. And I think sometimes, like I say, we've got far too many players that follow the code of practice to the letter and don't deviate from that. And I think that's causing us lots of headaches.
That's been the problem, where the players where you've seen the players, they don't move. They get the one ball and they don't move. You see the players and they stand there, just stand there, and they should be moving. Do you know what I mean?
I thought in the first half, I thought they had acres. They had acres. They were playing through the middle of us all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you doing?
Steve,
where is Dan Burn?"
But Steve,
he was like, he was miles away, man.
I'm not going to disagree that. Well, look, that's fine. You got your feelings towards Dan Burn. I understand that. However, this whole season we're doing this, mate. It can't be just Dan Burn. Something is going on.
No, it's not.
What?
It's a whole team. It's a whole team.
I mean,
Plays.
You go on the whole management. Like, why didn't he put Wisser on? He said in his interview or the pre-talk, he says, "Oh, I'll give these players 30 minutes." 30 minutes.
Well,
what do you give them? 2 minutes.
I mean, I don't even think Wisser. What's
that about?
Yeah,
what were we talking about, Gary, Chris, before we went actually live when we thought we were live? He said this. He said in his interview when he manages fitness.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he gives him 90 seconds. Now, how in the world are you supposed to build up a player's fitness in 90 seconds? or 2 minutes.
Look at.
I can.
We don't.
The wife in 2 minutes. Come on.
Yeah, go on, Steve.
Hey, 30 seconds.
That's all it takes. Oh, that's right, man. I got 3 kids. Took 90 seconds, baby. World record. Go on, Steve. Go on, Steve.
90 seconds, son. All right, it took you 45 seconds.
All right, Steve. Finish your point, man. What is going on? Give me. You can't just tell me that. Ignore Dan Burn right now. Why this whole season has been like this?
Oh, I don't know. It's honestly, he's obviously trying to adapt and do things, but I think he still sticks with his favourites, man. Like, give the lads a chance from day one. Like, give them a chance. Like,
do you think that's the root of the problem, Steve? Do you think that's the root of the problem, Steve? Do you think that's the root of his problem, Stephen, in that he has got his favourites, and the problem is the likes of Shaw, who didn't put a foot wrong in the games that he played, got dropped straight away. Miley didn't do anything wrong. He gets dropped so he can get his favourites back in, so he can get Joe Linton and Byrne back in the team. So rather than call the players out, do you think it's more just down Eddie Howe and the way he wants to set the team up?
I don't know. Obviously, he sees them, but he's saying that he doesn't see them because he doesn't see them in training, because he doesn't have them in training enough.
Well, that's exactly what he said about Voltemara. He says he more or less said on the presser that unfortunately he hasn't had enough time to work with him to, hands on basically to tell him this and that.
Isn't that point proven by the fact that as soon as Miley came on, the game changed?
Well, it certainly did. It certainly did.
As much as I love Joe Linton, he's the first person on my spare bedroom wall. I love him. I absolutely love what he stands for. However, we are lacking a technical player in our team, and Miley has given us that ability to have someone that can control the game, control possession. Joe Linton's not going to do that. Joe Linton's going to win the ball back. He's going to batter people. He's going to tackle. He's going to cover ground. He might even offer a goal threat. But Miley's proved in 45 minutes that we had more possession, more progressive passes in the time that he came on. And loyalty comes down to that. I think Miley should have started today, and I think loyalty.
The one that we're not mentioning is obviously Harvey Barnes killing on the left. He moves him to the right, and then obviously you're knackering him because now he has to shoot with his left foot. Not as easy as when he would be lethal on the right wing, just to put Gordon.
But I think a lot of fans were calling for that to see how that would work out.
And by the way, Harvey Barnes didn't do bad at all. So but but he still comes off before Gordon, which is insane.
But is that another issue that we have though?
Before I go, can you just listen to this?
Yeah.
I think Gordon's reactions, I think he looked very disappointed, and I think Gordon will go. I think he's not happy in that team, and I think he'll go. There you go. That's how I'll leave it.
Steve, thank you very much, mate.
Let you go, Steve. Who's your man of the match?
Man of the match, Steve.
I hope he does. I agree.
Steve, man of the match. Hold on, Steve, man of the match. What's your man of the match?
Man of the match. Gordon.
There you go, Gordon.
It's Gordon, man of the match.
See, a lot of people saying that. Steve, call us back, all right?
Will do, mate.
Cheers, Steve.
Cheers. Have a good one, buddy. Have a good one. That was Steve there from County
That was Gordon, man of the match here. He was limping for 15 minutes. We were left with 10 men. He's put an assist in. Miley scored the header. Yes, okay, great assist. And he scored a penalty. Come on. Man of the match.
Man of the match.
Have a word, people, please.
Can I just ask you then, have we got a problem with Eddie Howe when he's coming to pick a team? Because obviously you're absolutely bang on, Chris, because Harvey Barnes can't be dropped because of his recent performances. But obviously Anthony Gordon, he wants Anthony Gordon in the same place as he sees him better on that left-hand side rather than the right-hand side. So does he drop two players that are just smiley, happy people, the likes of Murphy and Alanga, because, he can? by keeping two players happy. Is that how we're picking teams now?
But we got a caller. He can maybe answer that. Toon caller is now just miles away from St. James's Park. And Richie, how are you, mate?
Hello, my friend. First off, I want to say, Gary, your commentary, pal, is second to none, man. And your knowledge is impeccable. Absolutely impeccable.
There you go.
Class.
Yes, well done, mate.
You're out your
Spooky,
mind.
on the other hand, no, man. No, I'm not going to say anything against Spooky. I'm only joking. What I want to say is, I think that Tonali's he's been turned. If you ask me, like, I really do. I think he's been turned. Do you think that or not?
But why?
Well, he's certainly not playing the same as he used to, is he?
But give me a reason why, though.
Well, wasn't there? Didn't he come out with some statement not that long ago saying, he wasn't too sure about his future and stuff like that? Like, give hints. And I think since then,
he did.
Well, I think the hidden problem right now is that Wynn can pull up all the stats, whatever he wants, and you are a happy clapper liaison to not. Don't you can't run away from that. But
I am. Yes, I am.
But the players are looking at this like, man, I don't care about no stats, man. This ain't looking like it's moving any forward with any speed whatsoever, with any pace. We're just stuck in the same. We're just 2 points better than last season in the Premier League, whatever it is. This ain't really the Toon freak train is not moving as fast as we were sold. So players will say, why? Why do I gotta stay in Newcastle forever?
Let's just rewind a few years ago, right? We were fighting for relegation, man. Now we're in the Champions League. We've got 12 points or something new?
Yeah, but that's for Newcastle United fans to consider, mate. But not for a player that comes in as a generational talent. He ain't got time. He ain't got time to think about all that.
We also didn't have $5 million fucking sub there either.
Don't curse, mate. Go on, Rich.
Sorry.
Right. If you look at the first goal, right, we were very unlucky. Don't get us wrong, the first half we weren't that good. We weren't. I'm not defending them, but we were very unlucky with their first goal. Very unlucky. Second half, we just looked a completely different team. And then when Miley come on, my God, he just went from like a 5 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. Literally, like a complete different team. Now, whether that was because of an injury or anything, you can decide that one. But he made a huge difference to our squad. He made a massive difference.
Can I just jump in there, dude? Was it Miley coming on, or was it Bruno moving over to the left-hand side of the three?
I don't know.
Because what you get for me,
think like soon as Miley come on, man, for me it just seemed so much better. Like it was bizarre. It's a bit like with fullbacks when they come back, we turn from a 5 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 again with them two back. It was the same principle as that.
Toon, just a quick one on that. Do you think it's a 10 out of 10 now? Are you happy with the way we're playing?
Sorry, mate. Sorry, I can't hear you very well. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Is that better? Just are you saying that you're happy with the way we're playing now? You think we're a 10 out of 10 team?
No. I was exaggerating, meaning like we jumped up at like much better with them coming on. That's what I was meaning by that. Was certainly not a 10 out of 10. No,
so you
at all. We're not a 10 out of 10 at all, and I'm not happy at all with how we're playing at all. I'm happy with the 5 wins or 6 wins, whatever. I'm happy with that sort of thing, but I'm not happy with the 5 losses and 5 draws or whatever. We're around that sort of stats, aren't we? I'm not happy with that. No, but what I was exaggerating, basically meaning when they come on, like make a huge difference, boost basically.
Yeah.
But did you see improvement? You see improvement in the team though too? Yeah, you see we're getting better.
Do I see we're getting better?
Like improvement in the team where we're playing.
No, we're not getting better. No, I don't think we are getting better. But we're not as bad as like a lot of people are making out for me. Like we'll have some really like the 5 wins, for instance, when we'll have them wins, we'll really look a top of the range team. But you know, when we have the 5 draws and 5 losses, we don't look so good, do we? I mean, we're such a unpredictable side this season. It's unbelievable. But the rest of the Premier League's similar, though, isn't it? With the exception of Arsenal.
I don't know about that.
Coaster, mate, isn't it?
I don't know. But you know, I guess we'll have to see. Last question before you go. Do you have confidence that we'll beat the Mackems away?
Is it just a case of
yes, no doubt, no hesitation. Yes, definitely, no doubt.
Right. All right, Toon. Man of the match. Who's your man of the match for tonight?
As someone said,
man of the match. He wasn't on long, but I thought Miley was really, really good.
There you go, man.
And then for the one that was on from the start, I would probably give it to maybe Gordon, just simply because his goal and he just did look a lot better than he has been recently. But I kind of think anyone better, because the rest of the team was nothing amazing, to be fair, were they overall?
Not at all. Toon, thank you very much for calling in, mate. Call us again, all right?
Thank you, lads, and great show.
Thank you, lad. See you later. Toon out there. Before we finish, let's go with some super chats. Ian Fleming, I'm happy with a draw away from home, to be fair, says Ian Fleming. You know why? Half team and game to beat anyone if Eddie Howe plays too.
You already took the draw, Chris. It's the way in which the draw happened, and like there's a few people said in the comments in the last few minutes, Miley's time has come.
Well, yeah.
But does that mean J7's time is gone?
No, I don't think his time is gone, but will he be...
He needs to be on the bench. It's not really...
The Jacob Ramsey role. Because I think Jacob Ramsey's then going to be the next player to take over.
I think it could be a rotation.
It could be Joe Linton's time's gone, because physically, Jacob Ramsey can do what Joe Linton does.
Rotation.
Miley can do what Joe Linton doesn't do in technical ability, control the game. So Joe Linton's up against it for me. I think the problem is, if you get rid of Joe Linton, you risk losing Bruno.
Yeah.
Well, at least you've given me a topic for tomorrow night's discussion now.
If that's the case, where one is going to throw the toys out the pram for the other man, I mean, we are knackered for real. But anyway, folks, it's been a lovely show. Thank you very much, all of you, for calling in tonight and for participating a lot. And I apologize, man. We started slow because I'm a numpty. But there's a poll out there that want to put the results out there. What's wrong with Newcastle United? Eddie Howe's in-game management? Nothing. Will be all right. Or players are rubbish. Players are rubbish got 7%. Nothing will be all right says 44%, and 49% go to Eddie Howe's in-game management. So
apologies, guys.
You're good. Thank you very much, all of you, and we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we got Thursday, another show. Tomorrow, early in the day, me and the Mighty Win, NUFC Undisputed. You can call and have your say as well. So we'll see you on the next one, folks. Take care. Bye-bye. And Christina,
everybody.
Might be our first Toon last that we've ever had on the show. Can you believe that?
I've got the seat warm for her just here, mate. Just
go.
here.
I told her she'll probably be great on the early night show.
Yeah, 7:30.
Yeah,
come and join me.
We'll see you. We'll see you later, folks. Take care and bye bye.